This Family Electric Ghost in this episode is Peg, I'm Not Mabel, a sonic sensual assault. And so this song, we actually dove into a couple of synths that we don't talk about as much in our workflow, as much as the Moogs or the Roland Juno, but we're going to talk about the Roland System 1M and the Arturia Mini Brute 2S. So on this particular song, I'm Not Mabel, we started with the Mini Brute 2S, and we were working with the two oscillators and the fact that it has a looping envelope generator, and it's got the state variable filter. So we were playing with the sequencer because there's a very advanced sequencer on the actual Mini Brute 2S. And we basically created a looping kind of sequence that's somewhat similar to what we do with the Moog DFAM. It's a percussive sound. There's a lot of white noise in it. There's like bass to it. So we were playing with the two oscillators. We're playing with the LFOs, and we got this in a looping generator, envelope generator, and we got this really interesting percussive loop going. We ran it through running the sequencer and also the looping envelope generator. And we put that through our Pittsburgh modular Euro rack because we have a Arturia 6U. We ran that out of the Arturia as a mono signal into the MX1 performance mixer, converted it to stereo, then brought it into the Zoom R24. Then from there, we started playing with the System 1M from Roland, which is a analog behavioral modeling synth. And we got a really interesting LFO sequence going on that. And it's very atmospheric. It's kind of like Blade Runner-esque. It's got this really interesting sound. It's got the Roland modular type of sound. We're using the standard System 1M, which is kind of precursor to the System 8. And it has very, very interesting sound. We use it for a lot of atmospheric stuff, and it's very, very central to this song. So we've got this analog behavioral modeling synth working with an Arturia, which is a full analog synth. Then on top of that, we brought in some other sounds. So I'll let you hear it a little bit. You're going to hear it through the link on the show.
I'm not demure.
So the other thing that's going on is we've been experimenting with combining the DFAM and the Mother 32 into a 3 oscillator Moog. So we wired it up based on a document that came out during Moog Fest this year. That shows how to make a 3 oscillator synth with the Mother 32 kind of running all the controls. And using the 2 oscillators from the DFAM and then the 1 oscillator from the Mother 32. It makes a very fat sound, and then we also run it through the Maths utility module from Make Noise to alter it even more. So it's a very fat sound. Sounds mini Moog-esque or even more modular System 3355 or System 1 or 2. It's got that sound, that the famous Moog modular sound. And so we've got that sound running through. We're actually triggering it to MIDI off the Mother 32 and playing the full keyboard of a 61-key Juno GI running it. So this song has got, a 3 oscillator Moog, courtesy of DFAM and Mother 32, doing like a bass line. And then we've got the kind of weird synthesis coming from the System 1M, and then the percussive nature of the song, like the percussive tracks, come from the Arturia Mini Brute 2S. So it's a very strange song. We call it a sonic sensual assault. And then Josephine's going through the VT4 from Roland, the Roland vocoder or vocal transformer, and we set it to her voice being a little lower pitch. We play with her pitch sometimes. Sometimes she's a little cartoonish, kind of Camille-like, and sometimes she's more voluptuous, and we brought her down in her pitch a little bit to get her like kind of a deep deep sounding vamp that she is. And she's basically, comparing herself to another person, and this person, Mabel, is maybe somebody who's more stoic, librarian, like, glasses wearing, hot woman, but not really outwardly looking so. And Josephine's always been, very central, wearing long backless gowns, slit skirts, and 6-inch heels, and thigh-high boots, and leather, and rubber, and whatever else she likes to wear to just kind of show she's into that fetish bondage scene. And so, Josephine's basically saying, I'm not Mabel. There's no way I'm, you're going to want to deal with me if you want to get and do the do. So that's what this song's about. It's a strange song. We are thinking of getting back on Ava Live Radio to promote some songs we're doing on Bentley. And we're hoping to do a package to push some of our Spotify songs to kind of give us a little lift. We're working on that. If you want to help us out, you can go to our Patreon. We'll send you a copy of our CD that we have on Amazon, The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb. If you become a subscriber or supporter on Patreon above $20, then we'll send you that CD, which is a $10 CD. The other thing that we're doing is we've got a bunch of Bentley songs that are on Spotify. You should check out our link tree and check out the links for our latest releases that we just put out. And as always, if you want to support us, just because you like what we're doing in terms of talking to artists, you can just click the support. You can do it at $1, $4, or $9 a month. And then you also, you can always cancel and just do a 1 month after you do the first month. The other thing that we're looking to do is we're looking to create a Facebook Live concert with the folks that we interview, future and past. And so if you want to be interviewed in your band on the show, and you've got the kind of gear, you could do a show from your studio through something like a roll and go mixer or running it to Facebook Live. You have the capability of doing that. We'd like to talk to you about doing an interview and then doing a show. Part of that show is like the Ghost would do like a half-hour set, and then the other bands would do a half-hour set. We'd always have to be kind of coordinating the right time zones. I'm in the Eastern Standard Zone, so a lot of times we'd be doing the show probably between like 8, 9 o'clock at night. Maybe on the weekend we could do shows like in Europe. We'd have to do them earlier. Maybe we'd have to do them like 7 in the morning to match your time, or maybe more like noon. It depends. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, give us a voice memo on Anchor or contact our Instagram at expansive_sound_experiments. That's expansive_sound_experiments. And we hope to hear from you. Thank you.
I'm not pure. Of fact, I'm quite sure. I'm not demure. Of fact, I'm quite sure. I'm not demure. Of fact, I'm quite sure. I'm not yours. And this, the hate cartoon. Meow.